Hello, guys. I'm back again, and this is Crisis in the Kremlin, a classic, or I should say, a remake of a classic grand strategy game where you play as the premier of the Soviet Union, or something similar to that, and you can do whatever you want. You could try to save the Soviet Union, or you can reform it, or destroy it, as what happened in real life. Now, this takes place in the late 80s to early 90s. This is 1985. You can see in the top right corner here. And I'm going to be trying to save the Soviet Union. Now, as I said, this is a classic game. The original game came out in 1991, and it was based around the troubles in the Soviet Union that were happening at that time. And as many of you know, the Soviet Union was such a big fan of this game that they decided to actually dissolve their own government in order to help promote it. So that was quite nice of them. But either way, we're going to get started. This is not the original game. This is a remake, a more modern remake of the original game. It has all the same features and some new features as well. But again, I'm going to be trying to preserve the Soviet Union and hopefully improve it and not fall apart and collapse as well. So there's a few things I can do. It's pretty limited in terms of strategic options you can do. You can influence other countries. I can click this globe to look at the world map, and this lets me look at all the countries in the world, and all the countries kind of fall into different camps. They might be neutral. For example, what could be a neutral country? I think Philippines is neutral. Oh no, Philippines is American allied. You can see this little flag in the top here. This shows that they're American aligned, if not an American ally. Who's neutral? So Malaysia's neutral. We can see here. They're a little bit socialistic, but they're considered neutral here. Another one, I think Yugoslavia is also neutral. Let's go over here. This interface is a little bit wonky, but you know, it's fine. So Yugoslavia is also considered useful. Also considered neutral as well. Obviously, Soviet Union is us, and you have other nations in the Soviet Union like Ukraine, Russia, Belarus, and so on. Other countries in the Warsaw Pact like Poland, Romania, Hungary, and East Germany. You have countries within the NATO Pact like France, Italy, Britain, and of course, USA and Canada. And you have many other nations too who are kind of like allied with one nation or the other. For example, Cuba's allied with us. They have a Soviet military base there, and they're a communist ruling party. Some other countries, for example, let's go. I can't go around the Pacific, looks like. But for example, some countries such as Vietnam as well is again allied with us. They have Soviet military bases with there. Cambodia is communist, but closely allied with China and not with us. So you can see they're a socialist republic as well, but they're more in the Chinese camp. China's considered a neutral nation here, but they're one of the other important nations I need to think about in the game, and so on. You can see there's lots of different nations here. I'm not sure why China's considered neutral. Yeah, I think they would. I wonder why they don't mark it as communist, but whatever. It doesn't really matter. I guess for the sake of showing that some nations are kind of like neutral communist nations, but otherwise friendly with us. Like this nation, North Korea, is friendly with us, but neutral. Some nations are directly allied with us. Like Vietnam, you could see, has a Soviet military base and is directly in cooperation with the Soviet Union. And some obviously are within our sphere, like the Warsaw Pact. Let's move on here. So what can I do? Now, I did do some of the pre-game events already. Before you can start the game, there's a lot of historical events that happen. For example, the GDR, Berlin crisis, the crisis in Czechoslovakia and Hungary, where in real life, the Soviet army had to go in and secure these countries. You can kind of choose what happens. You can either follow the historical event or something a little bit different. For example, you could be even more severe, or you can be more lenient and so on, depending what you want to do. And that does affect the game. You can see over in the right here, it shows some examples of what's going on with the country. For example, my relations with the USA are quite low. I'm at DEFCON 3, which is not good. My relation with China are even lower. My budget is quite good. The loyalty of the KGB and the generals are quite good as well. Political power is quite okay. Army strength is very high, and my science is very high as well. I took some points that really raised my science level. Over here, if I click the map, it gives me some information about the nation. For example, healthcare, development, education, environment, the loyalty of the KGB and generals, power of the KGB, the strength of the opposition, and the strength of different groups within the party, the right and left wing of the party. and also of the soldiers. The freedom of the party, the liberalization, and the education, income, medicine, luxury, law and order. You can see some things are quite good. Some things are not very good, like the luxury is pretty low. And a few other things too, like agriculture, just different information about the nation. I can't really do anything here. This is just information about my country. This one gives me information about the USA, so I can learn a little bit about it. Let's get out of here. What else is there? This phone will let me call different agencies. So on this notepad here, it tells me what agency I can call in each. So stats, MF. Okay, Supreme Council, IM is Interior Ministry, FM Foreign Ministry, CM, I guess is ministers, like the cabinet, AS, Science Ministry, MF, the finance, and then stats. Okay, I guess that's how it is. It's a little bit annoying. I think the translation, this is not originally an English game, so I think the translation is a little bit weird for some things. The radio doesn't do much. This tells us some things we have going on, I guess. Okay, these are things that are active. So active is Romanov is in power. I guess I am Romanov. Active monthly, I'm embargoing the USA, I guess, to stop imports from the USA. What is this? Cold War. Okay, the Cold War is still on. Okay, a lot of random things. I don't really know how to deal with that too much. This calculator lets me do some finances. Okay, sorry, I think I understand what it is. So I can set what my budget is. This shows me what my budget is currently. Basically, if I set whatever number, it will accept. So I'll have this much money I'm spending there. And I can change what I'm spending money on. So these are just generic kind of options. I guess this one lets me spend more on science. So this will get me spend more on science. I'll have a big science budget. If I select this one, I guess it'll have more finances. Let's go for high science spending if we can. I still have about 370 million left to spend. Let's see what we can do. First of all, I want to kind of buy off the intellectuals a little bit. So let's send them some money. Actually, I'm going to send them a little bit less. And special services, I guess I should try to buy off some people. I think I have pretty good loyalty with the special services. Let's give these guys maybe 20 each. Just bribe everybody, you know? Bribe everybody important. So the generals, special service, and intellectuals, that's all pretty good. Maybe the intellectuals I can do a little bit less, like 15. I don't know if they're as important. Alright, so I still have 70 million left. It's corruption, social expenses, soldiers' living expenses. Okay, I think that's enough. I'm not sure what else to do here. Let's call some of these people, see what they can say. So let's call the council. Here's the council here. So this is my council at the moment. It's mostly conservatives, some Stalinists, and some moderates. Basically no liberals or reformers at all. So it's a very, very conservative kind of Congress at the moment. What do we have here? We can ban something. Ban what? Oops, I don't want to ban that. Oops. Okay, so what does that do? Okay, I kind of want to support the Stalinists if possible. Let's bring back Stalin's ideas. I'll keep the moderates around. But I don't really know how to improve this. I'm not sure why it's swapping around here. So I guess I have the chance to ban the moderates. I don't really want to ban them. But let's go out of here, I think. Let's go look at the Interior Ministry. What do they say here? So this lets me go into more of the policies of the government. Okay, looks like I can't really do much there. I'm not really sure what to be doing in that one. Let's go look at the Foreign Ministry. Oh, I was here already. And Finance Ministry. Let's look at Science. Okay, what's going on here? Mass introduction of information in computer centers, development of fiber optic and wireless communication. So let's try some of these. What should we be investigating? Let's get CCTV cameras. 3 science points and 3 money. Okay, I have a lot of science points. Re-equipment of special services. Let's do that. And okay, oil price is quite good. And my almost entire economy is oil-based. I can choose to make more oil, but that'll bring the cost of oil down. Okay. So how much am I making from oil now? Gold reserve is 700. Income is what? They don't even show me my income. Maybe I can produce a little bit more oil. It will lower the oil price, but I will get a little bit more money. Let's go up to 130 million barrels of oil, I guess. That should be okay. politicians here. What can I do with these guys? Now, I have to deal with some of these guys. Some of these guys are quite weak, like Yeltsin and Gorbachev are very weak because this is a very strict conservative government. My main rival is 𝙲𝚒𝚒𝚒, who's the main kind of conservative leader. You can see Gorbachev is a reformer, Yeltsin and Chervansky are liberals. This guy, Ligashov, I forget what pink is. I think pink is moderate. Gromio is also moderate. And 𝙲𝚒𝚒 is a conservative. So I'm going to see if I can put some pressure on the moderate. I think 𝙲𝚒𝚒 is an ally of me because he's a conservative. I'm kind of a Stalinist. So let's see if we can put some pressure on this guy. I don't know what that did to him. What did that do to him? Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, so that's the end of the turn. More pluralism. Now that we've come to power, realize that there are not enough people with certain reformist views in the party. Let's come for decisive step by step. You can support the young and possibly progressive neo-communist party of the Soviet Union secretly, of course, and release Tarzov from a psychiatric hospital. You can also return Yakovlev or Kosolapov from disgrace. The former once opposed the troops in Czechoslovakia. So this is like an anti-Stalinist pro kind of reform. Let's see. Let the members of the NCPSU join the party, the Trotskyists. I don't know about that. Return Yakovlev, return Kosopalov, the Stalinists. And, I think I'm going to try to bring back the Stalinists. We're going to relive Stalin's dream here. Alright, so I brought him back to the party. Ooh, what's happening here? Why is Russia in red? There's some kind of protest in Russia, I guess. My relations with the USA went up, so that's good. Let's see how things are going here. What's my budget at the moment? I have a little bit of a profit, 36 million, so that's good. Oh, yeah, very small profit. So I can see how to invest that somehow. Where can I put that in something? The problem with this game a little bit is I don't really know what everything does. Like, I can see just these words here, but it's hard to really gauge what I'm actually doing when I'm investing in these things. Like, I don't know what I need to invest in. Like I said, I'm kind of going in this game a little bit blind. I did do the tutorial, but that is like almost useless, like very little benefit from that. It didn't really tell me much. So let's give them 50. Let's be nice to the KGB. We need the KGB on our side for sure. I may have to start giving more money to the generals, though, maybe next turn, because I may get a coup d'etat of the generals attacking me. All right, what else can I do? Let's see if we can do anything around the world here. So I was kind of doing stuff in South Asia. Again, I don't really know what this does. Now I got Laos on my team, on my side. How do I see anything about India? Victory in Kashmir. Let's see if we can push India to have a war with Pakistan for Kashmir. So Pakistan is an American ally. India is kind of on our side a little bit. They're a socialistic kind of government. Let's push them for a war. Oh, they don't want to do it. Okay. Combatant quality greater than 70. How do I even check what their combatant quality is? I don't even know. Let's see what other countries there are. What about in Africa? Can we do anything here? Now, I wish there was a way I could see... Oh, okay, that's easy. Okay, that's great. So this lets me see directly who I have influence with. So all the red countries are ones I have influence with. You can see all of Southeast Asia is kind of in my camp a little bit, which is nice, except for Thailand. Too bad ties. Okay, so let's try to do something in Africa then. We got a good thing going around in these areas. Let's see what I can do. Let's see if we can support a revolution here. Okay, maybe that'll work. Maybe there'll be a revolution in Sudan. Can have a communist revolution soon. And we also need to get more resources. Let's see if we can help some of these countries. Let's go for Mozambique and Angola. Okay, let's get out of here. So I'm not sure what else to do here. What's going on here? Something going on in the country. I don't know why Russia is highlighted. But I guess that's the end. Let's see if we can end the turn there. Second phase the country. Now that you've come to power, you need to approve the informal second person of the country, the secretary of the Central Committee of the CPSU for ideology. De facto be your deputy. Who's my choice? So I can choose... Radicals don't belong in this position. I can't choose that one. I can choose a Stalinist, or I can choose a conservative moderate. I'm going to choose a Stalinist. Very extremist position. Kospalov, the Doctor of Philosophy, State University, pushing people to the idea of Stalinism. Okay, so now, I guess it's another turn now. Oh, another thing. Strategic Defense Initiative, long-term research and development program announced by President Reagan. Our scientists believe that SDI is a bluff, since the current technological level is not the same as that of the United States, and even the whole world will not allow such ambitious projects. So this is kind of the Star Wars, I believe, or something Reagan's plan, the Star Wars plan. So we're kind of saying that this is fake. So we should protest, we should increase the nuclear program, don't pay attention to it. Attention to develop a response system, start developing a response system. So I'm not going to ignore it, and I'm not just going to announce any kind of nonsense. I'm either going to increase the nuclear program or start developing a response system. So if I recall Star Wars, that's some kind of a space satellite network to be able to shoot down missiles. So I can either increase my nuclear program and kind of call their bluff with more nukes, or start developing a response to something that's kind of fake. I think I'm just going to go for more nukes, to go for the kind of tried and true path here. Okay, so more nukes and put the world on law. This is a bad effect in the economy. Oops, that's bad. And okay, relations with the USA going down a lot, and I'm in debt a little bit now. Negative 15 profit, so I got to rearrange some of my finances a little bit. Let's see if we can cut some things. Oh, anti-alcohol campaign. Supreme Soviet. Okay, push for anti-alcohol. Start an anti-alcohol campaign. Increase alcohol prices, of course. This is the true Soviet option. Don't ban vodka. Don't ban liquor. Just increase the price of it. Do what is it called? I heard from someone once that in Russia, in the Soviet Union, they used to have the three-man deal or something like that, where three guys would get together to chip in to buy a bottle of vodka and all share it together. So why not? It's more money. Great. Get more money. That's good. And see, I'm getting a profit now, so excellent. Raising the cost of liquor actually made me some good money. KGB loyalty is going down a lot, but I have some more political power now. Maybe I can actually make one of these ministries, whatever ministry there is. Let's do foreign ministry. I guess so. Let's do that. Open foreign ministry. Okay, so let's get out of here. I can't really do much. I need more political points here. And I do have some money extra left over, so let's see what I can do. Let's give a little bit more money to the KGB, I guess. And let's check out the international stage. So it looks like some things are happening here. Iraq and Iran are in a war, so Iran is sort of on my side. Iraq is... Oh, I can invade Iraq, but I don't want to do that because they're gonna be supported by the USA. I wish I could support Iran, but I can't. They're kind of tentatively friendly with me, but that's about it. Try to pacify. What can we do with Afghanistan? Can we try to pacify them? Okay, I guess that worked. Whatever that means. No, I don't want to... Didn't pacify or pacified in USA have fallen. Okay, I don't know what that means. I guess I'm trying to do that. War for Kashmir. Can I push them to have a war for Kashmir yet? No, they can't. They won't do it yet. Okay, so let's see the whole world here. We can see a good map of who's kind of with who. Okay, let's move on here. I think that's pretty good. Not much else I can really do. I can resume the Korean War. I don't think I want to do that yet. That's a little bit too much. Let's send some aid to Syria as well. Oh, Syria even joined the 𝚒𝚒𝚒𝚒. That's good. Okay. I think I'm going to waste money just sending money to all these random countries. I shouldn't be doing that too much. Okay, let's see here. Strange, but nothing happened today. All right, that's good. Profit of 3 million, so a very tiny, tiny little profit. But now I have some political points. Maybe I could actually do something now. Let's go to the foreign ministry. Okay, Warsaw Pact. Okay, I'm not sure what that means. Oh, I used all my political power doing something. I'm not sure what I did. So what happened exactly? Did I do it or what? Nothing happened. All right. Okay, I used all my political power on something. I don't know. China's very happy with me. USA is still kind of pissy, but they're getting better. General loyalty is super low. Geez, I need to give some money to the generals. Uh-oh. Generals are preparing a coup. Seek help from the loyal population. The coup is prevented. Okay, enraged people went to the streets and a slaughter began. Police supported the people, coups prevented. So the generals tried to take over and kick me out, but the people came out to support me. The people support me, so that's great. Okay. Oh shit, my political power is in the toilet right now and I'm losing tons of money. Generals are pissed as well. Damn. Okay, what can I do with science? Let's see if I can do any kind of science investments. Oh, I guess because I have no money, that's why they won't let me do it. So maybe I have to rearrange my investments a little bit. I forget what I was investing for everything. Okay, let's leave 20 million left. Let's do, what was I going to do? I was going to invest in something. Yeah, I was investing in one of these. So 13 money, 300 points. Let's see if I can actually do any of these kind of things here. Precision weapons, final technology researching. Let's go for precision weapons. I guess so. Let's do that. Okay, a lot of moderates in power. I think I'm going to take a big step and ban the moderates. So no moderates, just conservatives and Stalinists right now. So let's get rid of them. All right, I think that's enough here. I'm not sure what else to do. Recently received a letter in which a lot of famous writers, musicians, and artists are expressing their unhappiness towards your culture policies. I didn't receive anything. Freedom of art is out of the question. Transfer money to the cultural sphere. Okay, I guess we can transfer more money to the artists. Let them paint something, as long as it's pro-Soviet. Culture club cinemas are being opened. That's great. I'm still losing money. I need more money quick, because I'm going to be bankrupt soon. Anything interesting going on here? Okay, so Sudan is pretty close to revolution. Let's keep supporting the revolution in Sudan. Support it in Zaire as well. Okay, let's see what happens next. I don't know what else to do here. Deal with competitors. Prevent us from coming to power. Will continue to interfere with any of our actions in order to strengthen their position. Political opponents. Okay, I need to deal with my political opponents. Lead the party against the moderates. Lead the party against the former reformers. Or lead the party against the conservatives. I need to deal with the moderates, I guess. They're probably the worst. Yeah, let's get rid of all the moderates. We don't need them here. So our council is almost all Stalinist and conservative. I'm going to have to deal with the conservatives soon, though, because they're still a fairly big part of the government. Campaign against racism. You should put economic sanctions on South Africa, which still produces poly-racial segregation. So should I join the sanctions against South Africa, condemn the intervention, or intervene deeper? I think I'm going to intervene deeper. Maybe I can flip South Africa to be a communist state as well. KGB started a massive work against the opposition parties and the apartheid regime fell. New government declared political amnesty, legalized underground party. South Africa's leaders decided to cooperate with the Soviet Union. That's great. So let's take a look at there. Is South Africa now communist? Yeah, great. Holy shit. South Africa is a communist country. Can I invite them to the Comic-Con? Oh no, I don't have enough political points to do anything. Okay, let's continue on. What else can we do? Not much else to really do here. I should invest more in science. Let's go check out the science ministry. Let's modernize our rockets a little bit. Okay, that's all our science gone for more modern rockets. But let's move on here. Let's see the next turn. South Africa, despite the reactionary policy of the government, the Congress of South African Trade Unions was founded. All right. All right, so it's attracting... South Africa's joined the Soviet sphere. Let's provide them full support. Let's get South Africa to become a communist state just like us. Victory of the Communist Coalition led by the APK, the African People's Congress or something? I don't know what that is. That's great. So is South Africa like totally communist now? People's Democracy, excellent. Can I invite them to the Comic-Con? Ooh, how many... I have no political points to do that. Okay, too bad. Revolution. No, I have no political points at all. How do I get more political points? I have like nothing. Comrade Chernenko began preparation of restoring the image of Stalin. Shifting the blame to de-Stalinization to Khrushchev. Yeah, well, that's all I can do. I'm a big Stalinist, so let's fully restore the image of Stalin. Okay, Beria has been rehabilitated as well, and Khrushchev has been blamed for moving away from the collective governance of Stalin. We're going to preserve the memory of Stalin. Holy shit, the U.S. is pissed. Five influence with me. That's pretty bad. That's pretty rough. I'm going to be in trouble then. I have a lot of political power, though. This is the height of my power. So let's try if we can push for a few countries. Let's invite South Africa to the Comic-Con. Yeah, they joined. So South Africa is part of the People's Government. Let's see if we can support the revolution in Sudan as well as Zaire again. Now, I still have a lot of political points left. Let's see if we can deal with some other countries. Now, some of these countries, let's see if we can invite some of these North African countries to the Soviet Union as well. Let's provide some aid to Libya and see if they'll join. Yeah, Libya joined as well. So more Soviet military bases. Iran still having the Islamist government. Now, what about Afghanistan? Will they join the Comecon as well? No, they won't. There's still a war in Afghanistan between me. What about India? Will they have a war for Kashmir yet? No, they won't. All right, so I can make a few decisions with international policy. Let's see what I can actually do. Mutual aid between allies. Let's do this. That sounds good, I guess. I'm not sure what that does. I guess it means that I can intervene with allied countries. And that goes all my political power. Oh, America's pissed. I think I'm going to go to DEFCON 2 or even DEFCON 1 soon. Let's end the turn here. All right, let's see what happens here. Unhappy Russian citizens, radical opposition, enter the streets. Demand your retirement as a tyrant and totalitarian. Ooh, it's rough. Partial call army against rebels. Shit, what should I do? Democratic movements in Russia. Let's call the army. The army is... Oh, shit, the army is not loyal to me, right? Call for help from loyal population. I think the population is the one mad at me, right? So let's... Oh, this is rough. Let's call the army out. Okay, so the soldiers dealt with it. That's good. They're pissed, jeez. Generals are pretty loyal now, so that's good. Let's invest more in state propaganda as well. Propaganda is always important. Okay, I'm not sure what else to do here. Oh, DEFCON 2, that's bad. So my DEFCON level's going up and up. I think if I get to DEFCON 1, I'm going to be in a big trouble. Can I do anything with the US? I thought I should be able to have some kind of relations with them. What should I do? Single time détente? I think I can do that. Or support left terrorism. Yeah, let's support terrorism in the US. Geez, they're going to nuke me, I think. Okay, what else can I do? Did I already invest everything? Yeah, I did. So, what else can I do? I think that's everything. Just keep moving on. All right, let's end the turn here. DEFCON became even lower today. DEFCON 2, transfer American Army to combat readiness. Uh-oh, so almost DEFCON 1. That's pretty rough. Should I begin détente or should I focus on the threat? Let's push more for the Americans. Americans are all talk, you know? On March, declares propaganda of war a grave crime against humanity. Therefore, we are refusing détente in order to be fully armed against the machinations of the enemy. The issue of safety of one's own life worries almost everyone at our top. Okay, so... Ooh, pretty rough. I'm still quite a ways. 71, that's a long way from DEFCON 1. They're just big babies, honestly. I'm not doing anything for them. Let's see if we can intervene more nationally. Oh, look, there's a socialist revolution in Sudan. That's good. General loyalty is in the toilet. Holy shit. Maybe I should be giving more. Oh, KGB and general loyalty is really low. Oops. Let's see. Okay, let's end the turn here. All right. In Brazil, the grave of a Nazi criminal, Joseph Mengele, was found, who worked in the notorious concentration camp Auschwitz. All right. So, party members, something, patriotic war, anti-fascist month. So we can invite Brazil to join anti-fascist month. Yeah, let's invite Brazil to our anti-fascist month as well. So the leaders of Brazil met in Moscow, and great. So more cooperation with the Soviet Union. Maybe Brazil will join in our camp eventually. Oh, Brazil's leading communist now. That's good. Let's support them a little bit more. With more aid, military and civil aid. Let's also keep supporting the revolution in Zaire. We'll see if we can get all of Africa to collapse here. Okay, let's get out of here. I'm not sure what else to do there. Ooh, people are really pissed. KGB loyalty is going down. I need to put more money into KGB loyalty because they're like the hardest to deal with. Okay, sorry, intellectuals. You guys ain't getting shit. Let's give some more money for the special services. Give 80 for these guys. And we'll give more for the generals as well. Give 60 for the generals. We need them on our side badly. Okay, let's end the turn here. Are completely unsatisfied. Do you think your place should be taken? Uh-oh. I'm going to be in trouble. The KGB's pissed at me. Let's see if the population can help. Oh, there was a coup. Oh, boy. People didn't come to support you. You were declared sick and you were suddenly passed away. New ruler claims that he won't repeat your mistakes. The wonderful future awaits. Ah, damn. So that's the end of the game here. I pushed things a little bit too hard. I thought I could manage the Soviet Union, but I guess they were not so happy with my decisions. Jeez, I don't even know how to get them on my side. I guess just keep giving them more money. Like, what else can I do? Maybe because I was too aggressive. They weren't really a fan of that, especially pushing war with the USA. Oh well, this is a very strange game, to be honest. I think it's pretty hard to get a hold of. It's kind of fun, but it's very bare bones, and it's definitely a little bit basic. I do wish they gave more feedback on what you're actually doing, because half the time I don't even know what the hell each thing I click, each thing I set actually does. There's very little feedback on what's actually happening, so that's a little bit of a shame. Now, I see that this developer has a few other similar games. I would like to try those in the future, specifically one called Mao's Legacy. I hear that's very similar to this, but more developed and more impactful with your decisions, so hopefully that'll be a bit more fun to try. But this was pretty interesting. I hope you guys were interested in this game. If you want to try it, I think it's fine, though I do think probably it's a little bit bare bones in terms of not just the presentation, but being able to know exactly what's going on. I think if I play it a few more times, I'll get the hang of it a bit better, but I definitely felt like a little bit lost throughout this playthrough. Either way, guys, I'll see you guys again next time, and 𝙲𝚛𝚒𝚒𝚗.